Hello, my name is Darren Woodfork and I'm an attorney here in the US. And today I'm going to be talking about some breaking news in the world of citizens by investment. I talked about this on a video previously and a couple other videos on this channel, in that basically some countries in the world, and it's about 20 or so, you can invest money in the country. You can buy real estate, maybe give it to a government fund, things like that. And in return, you can become a citizen and receive a second passport. I talked about that in the previous video and I'll put it in the card here. But anyways, as I record this video in December 2025, there was a story out of Norway, I think last month. And basically what they were saying is that two people, when I take it back, I think it was like 5 people altogether, 2 from Dominica and 3 from St. Kitts and Nevis. Well, these were like Indian nationals who got second passports from Dominica and St. Kitts and Nevis. And then they showed up to Norway, and the Norway Border Patrol at the airport basically refused them entry. They refused them entry on those Caribbean passports, and they basically said, they asked them if they got those passports by investment, and the people said yes, but then the people in Norway said then they're not valid here because when you applied for those passports in Dominica and St. Kitts and Nevis, you didn't appear personally. You weren't in person to get those passports. And because you weren't in person, that violated Norway's laws of saying you had to be in person to get a passport. It's a really controversial, act by Norway, because the rules of passports and the rules of citizenship is dictated by the people who give the passport. So in this case, it'd be St. Kitts and Nevis and Dominica. And everybody's always kind of known that, and it hasn't really been, tested until right now. But Norway was saying that they're not going to accept this passport because it didn't comply with their Norwegian law. And so that's completely different. But again, this is the first time this has happened by a European country, a country that's part of the Schengen area, and that's why it's so kind of like, groundbreaking, just because, people have people have the citizenship, they get second passports from the Caribbeans because it's pretty an easy process. I mean, if you want to get a second passport, you can go, like I said, down to St. Kitts and Nevis, Dominica, St. Lucia, Barbados, and Grenada, Antigua, and Barbados. It's like the 5 Caribbean countries that it's relatively expensive. I think for like 200 grand, you can get a second passport. And then you can travel the world, some places visa free, things like that. All the benefits of having a second passport that I talked about in this video previously. But anyways, if you're interested in this topic, if you're interested in second citizenships and what they call Plan Bs, they have, you want options. If anything goes wrong here in America and you want to have a backup plan, one of the ways you can do that is by getting a second passport. But anyway, so that was the breaking news in the second passport world, what Norway did. I'll post the article in the description or whatever, so you can take a look at it yourself. And so anyways, hope that was helpful. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.